let's see how to use the return keyword in a function. So create a new Python file, call it return keyword. Let's begin by defining a function. In the previous tutorials, I showed you how to define a function. You can define a function like some numbers. You can say define some nums. Then you can add some variables, say num1 and num2. So to some numbers, you can just say sum equals to num1 plus num2. Then print sum. Then we just call the function this way, sum nums. Then we can add values like 10 and 20. So let's run this and see. So if you run the code, it will print 30 as the sum of the first number and the second number. But what if we want to return the sum to the calling code? So we can replace print with a return statement. You can just say, instead of print, you can say return sum. So if we do this, we need to put the result in a variable. You can say total is equals to sum nums 1 and 2. So the code will sum the two numbers and put the result in the total variable. So you can print the variable print total. As you can see, we get 30. Also, we can define a function with if statements in it. You can say define red subject. Then we have max. I can say if max is greater than 90. You can say return A. Forgot a colon here. Then if max is greater than 80, we return a B. And if max is greater than 70, return a C. And if max is greater than 60, return, you can return a D. Else we can return fail. So in our new function called grade subjects, it will take marks as a parameter and test the marks using an if, elif, and else statements. So if marks is greater than 90, you will get an A. Else if marks greater than 80, will return a B. Else if marks is greater than 70, will return a C. Else if the marks is greater than 60, you get a D. Else you get a fail. So there is return statements. The return statement stops the execution of the other lines below it. So if you return an A, everything stops. You can't get these other grades. So let's call the code. You can say variable my grade is equals to grade subject, then we pass in a 95, then we print that, print my grade. So let's run this and see. So if you run this, you get an A. That is the for the other function. So if you run the second function, if you call the second function with 95 as your marks, it will grade the marks and return an A. If you pass in 82, let's see, 82. It will grade the marks. Since 82 is greater than 80, you get a B. What if we pass 79? We get a C. Since 79 is greater than 70 but less than 80. What if we pass a 61? We get a D. Since 61 is greater than 60 but less than 70. What if someone gets 20? That will be a fail because 30 is less than 60, which is the minimum pass grade. So that's it for today.